Welcome to our YouTube channel, Best English Trainer. In this video, we'll be discussing 3 important questions which were asked previously. So let's look into the first question. Numerous people in India are dying hunger, but the government seems to be ignorant of this fact. For this, we have 4 options and we need to write the exact answer over there. Here, we have the word called as dying. So this is a question pertaining to the prepositions. Whenever if you come across a word called as die, you have 3 options over there. The first option is, how did the person died? If a person died in an accident, let's say we'll use the preposition called as in. For example, if a person died of disease, we use the preposition called as of. And in the same fashion, if a person died for a noble cause, now we will use the preposition called as for. Accident, in, disease, of, noble cause, for. For example, I said Mr. Ramu died in an accident. So why I am using in over there? Because it's an accident. He died in an accident. For example, Mahatma Gandhi. I said Mahatma Gandhi died for the nation. For the nation, I said altogether. Here, died for. So why I am using for over there? Because he died for a noble cause. So that's the reason I am using for over there. Next, disease. For example, I said Mr. Ramu died of cancer. I said cancer is a disease, so I am using altogether of over there. Now hunger is given over there. Now what shall we use? Of, in, for. Out of all these 3, let's use of over there. So hunger is also a sort of disease. It's not a disease, but the thing is that it resembles a disease. Because if a person died of hunger, that is equal to a disease, right? Yes or no? So mostly out of these 3 options, of is mostly resembling over there. So we'll be using of over there. Now finally, what is the option? Option B is the right answer. See the second question. The students were dashed for the arrival of the chief guest. Now if you generally see this particular question, this question is pertaining to the tenses and at the same time the fixed preposition. For example, the students were dash for the arrival of the chief guest. Now if you see this sentence is in past continuous tense. So what shall we do now? So what is the past continuous tense structure? Subject plus was or were plus V4 plus objective. Now V4, that's all together V1 plus ing. Now here we have 2 options only, waiting, awaiting. So out of these 2, what should be used? Wait will cancel it. Why so? Because it is V1. Await will not use this. Why so? Because for is there here. Now finally, in these 2 options, we have waiting and awaiting. Out of these 2 options, what is the right answer? Is waiting for. Now why waiting for is right here? The major reason is for has been given, and whenever for is there, you need to write it as waiting only. Awaiting for, can we write? No, never write awaiting for. If you write awaiting for, that's completely wrong. So awaiting, remove for, that is right. Waiting, right for, that is right again. Okay, this is right and this is altogether wrong over there. So finally, what is the option we have? Waiting is right. Option A is right over there. See the third question. Ramu and Kalpana were sleeping in their bedroom when a thief entered dash and took away many things. Now entered. So in fixed preposition, entered into, when do we use? Entered into an agreement or entered into a deal. So this is how we use into. Entered into an agreement, entered into a deal. Now here, entered into their house. Is it right? No. Entered their house is right. In the same fashion, just look into the option number 1, into his house. Now here, Ramu and Kalpana, both 2 people are there. And when 2 people are here, why are you using his? You are using Ramu, you are emphasizing Ramu. Don't emphasize Ramu. Just try to use their. Their house is right, but into is there. Into where will you use? We use agreement and deal, but there is no agreement and deal here. So option A is wrong. Next we have their house, into house, in his house. In his house is again wrong because his pronoun is used in this same as this. So option D is wrong. Into house, we don't use into because we use into with these conditions. Now, what is the option we have? Option B is right answer. That's all together. Their house is right. Okay.